Brick fans, and welcome to the Brick Bakery, where all our jokes are half-baked. I'm Jacob, and today it's time for a Let's Build. Today I'm gonna build and review the 6531 Flame Chaser, which is a set from 1991 that consists of 50 parts and one minifig. The 6531 Flame Chaser is a set that's from the classic Lego Town theme that ran from 1978 to 1996. And this theme has come to be known as several different things. Over the years it has had several renamings. It's been called World City, Town Junior, and today we just know it as City. But without further ado, let's have a look at this little helicopter. And this is the manual, and what's interesting about this one is that we can see in the background there's a ship and there's some sort of oil rig, it seems, and I think it's actually pretty cool. But it's not too often that I've seen one of these without any ground on it, you know, a landscape of some sort. This is just a silhouetted background, the very far distance that's on this one. That's actually very interesting, and I'm curious to know how they did this. I'm imagining it is just some kind of colored cardboard that's in the background that's been cut to look like an oil rig in silhouette, but other than that I don't have any real guess. I'm wondering how they did the lighter background, if that's just cardboard as well, or if there's actually some kind of lighting back there in some way. Other than that, it's a very standard manual. There's no real alternate builds. There is no alternate builds on this one, and yeah, no dioramas or anything. So let's just get into this build. Regular viewers of my channel will know that when I'm building sets like this, I like to use a toothbrush to just clean out remaining dust if there's any, and yeah, that's just what I did right there. Huh. I seem to be missing a few pieces. I actually just had to find this one just before, and now I seem to be missing a couple of these slopes right here. But I think I have a trick for that. I think I have a trick for that. There we go. Very, very easy trick. You can just use that if you want to. Very easy way to find bricks. According to Wikipedia, the town theme has had an increasing amount of sub-themes over the years until it was eventually renamed. And one of the sub-themes were rescue. And you would think that this little helicopter would be part of the rescue theme. But no, it's actually part of the general town theme as far as I can figure out, because the rescue theme was only introduced in 1993, and this set was from 1991. So it is not in the rescue theme, even though you might think so. It's actually in the town theme itself, which is quite interesting and very funny, I think, actually. And it seems that I'm missing a brick again, a 1x4 plate. Now I'm going to show you folks again how I do that, how I get a brick, and you can just feel free to use it if you want to. It's not that hard, actually. There we go. That's one more. It's great to just get your bricks like that. You should all do that. It's no difficulty at all. To me, these are kind of rare. I haven't seen them with different colored ends too often, but I don't know how rare they actually are. I should check that out. But to me, they're rare. These are the only two I actually have, and they are pretty neat, I think. Pretty neat. And for a third time, something seems wrong here. This one should be red and not gray. So I'm going to show you guys for one last time how I do this. There we go. It is now red instead of gray, which is much more useful when you need a red instead of a gray. Doo-doo. And here is the finished 6531 Flame Chaser, and it's a small fire helicopter. There's been a lot of helicopters over the years in the LEGO lineup, and this is definitely one of the more classic shapes that's out there. This particular design is very equivalent to a lot of other helicopter designs out there. We are even still seeing some of these in modern day sets. The reason why we're still seeing this helicopter design is, I think, because of two things. Firstly, when you see this design, you're immediately thinking of a stereotypical helicopter. This is basically what a helicopter is. And secondly, this design is very, very brick efficient. Further, there are a lot of different things you can do with a helicopter that makes a lot of sense. This particular one is a fire helicopter, but a police helicopter makes just as much sense, and so does any other kind of rescue helicopter or transport helicopter for that matter. So I think there's a lot of good reasons why this particular design is still something we see today. Taking a look at the left side of this vehicle, we can see that there's a small holder for the walkie-talkie and one of these hoses right here. First of all, I've got to commend the designers for the colors they've chosen. Now, of course, red is almost a given for a fire set, but those yellow hoses with the black nozzles on each end are great, and I really like how the grey accentuates the red like this. Further, using a blue canopy like this for a helicopter in this color is a great idea because blue and red go really well together. Inside the helicopter we have a couple of control rods in here, and as you can see, the canopy opens without any problems at all and closes again. Looking at the set from the other side, we can see that it's more or less a copy of the left side. And swinging back round to the left side, we can take a look at the two propellers. There's one in the back and one on top. These two propellers aren't running as freely as I'd like them to, but I have to take into consideration that these pieces are more than 20, almost 30 years old at this point. So there's a good chance that they are worn quite a bit. Looking specifically at the top rotor, we can see that this is a very, very simple rotor, and it's just a couple of tiles that's gray and a couple of small 1x1 tiles that are blue. And here is the minifig. It's probably one of the most classic designs that's out there. This zipper jacket and this helmet is so much 90s you wouldn't even believe it. I remember this type of fix very much from my childhood, and I really think that this is great. The oversized zippers and this visor for the helmet up here is just great, and I really like the general look of this fig. It's interesting how closely it resembles one of the policeman's figs if you compare it. It seems that it's actually only the little badge on the jacket that makes the difference. And of course, as is usual for the 1990s, there's no back printing on this figure. All counted, I've got to say that I do like this set in all its simplicity. This helicopter design is one of the most classic designs out there. I believe there's more than 300 helicopters in the LEGO lineup, all counted, and I believe that this very design is very central to that fact. I think we'll see many more of these helicopters in days to come because it is such a great design. It really hits everything that it needs to hit, and everybody can recognize this one. The 6531 is one of many LEGO helicopters that's been published over the years, and this one is possibly one of the most stereotypical LEGO helicopters that is out there. We've seen a lot of these throughout the years, and they are still coming out ever so often in bigger sets. I think this design is great because it seems to be timeless, and I'm pretty sure that if most people were asked to draw a helicopter very, very quickly, they would probably draw something like this, and that's why I think this one works so well. But that's all for me today. I hope you'll comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you guys next Monday. Today we are having a look at something else. The 6531 Flame Chaser is a set in the classic town theme from LEGO, and the classic town theme came from 1938. LEGO Town Theme, which is a town theme which ran from 1978